With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter.
And given the nature of the rivalry between these teams, expect emotions to be running high. Both teams have to feel a little on edge right now.
I think it's always that way when these guys get together. The fans and the players are jacked up. Even the vendors are ramped up, talking stuff. It's a special matchup for sure.
Bryant, right side. Back to Rose. Grant, when you talk about these two teams tonight, I think it's fair to expect a barrage of three-point shooting.
Oh, for sure, B.A. That's the usual game plan from both sides. It's going to be raining threes here tonight. And if they're falling, it's going to be a high-scoring affair.
Nuggets foul. Kobe Bryant. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And so here is Philadelphia. Pass to Beal. Three-pointer. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Here's Bryant. Johnson for three. Yes, sir. And it's Bryant picking up the assist.
Boy, Joe Johnson solid from behind the arc. Love when he's shooting it from there.
Crosses over. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first.
Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A. It's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them. Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one. He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
And Billups gets it to go.
Three-point shooting is just one aspect of what makes Billups such an effective point guard.
Pass to Bryant from behind the arc. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Now Hill. He shoots a 3. First shot won't go. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. We got into it about his strategy against Karl Anthony Towns. These modern bigs are tough to stop, he told me, and went on to say, I'm hoping we can just force him to take bad shots, not the ones that he wants. I'll settle for that. So they're looking to disrupt Cat's selections and keep him from his spots, guys.
And Allie, thanks. 1:57 left to play in the first.
Philadelphia foul. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Now it's the Philadelphia 76ers.
Now Rose. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. It's stolen. Fast break, Philadelphia. And he buries his first look.
Good ball pressure and fast plays like that will tighten this up quick.
The Nuggets lead by 5. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Back to Rose. Pass to Johnson. From deep. Rebound by Philadelphia.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Shot's good by Hill.
I'll tell you what, good luck trying to stop Hill inside. I mean, once he's this deep, the defense is done.
Outside Johnson. And another miss by Denver. So it's Philadelphia now. It's a 3-point game. To the left side wing. Pass to Beal. Stolen by Bryant. In transition. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Rose has gotten his second bucket on the night.
Boy, he's an absolute blur. Derrick Rose, cat-like quickness.
To the left wing. Here's Bing. That one falls. Coming off Beal's feed.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And here's Bryant outside. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Over the course of the game, they're trying to get Kobe shots from everywhere on the court.
Hill for 3. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. It's Denver up 2.
17.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what have you guys seen from Denver?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
And he misses the go-ahead basket. Denver in the lead. Outside Maxey. Pass to Ellis. Takes the 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Mark, the Sixers have been at least 10 games over 500 for 7 straight seasons now.
Yeah, and that's great to see after, what was it called? The process that took them all the way to the very depths of the league to finally build themselves back into a consistent playoff team. And their fans certainly deserve good times for struggling through all of those bad times several years ago.
Out to the right wing. And here's Reeves outside. Sends it home from three-point land. Reeves has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside Maxey. And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Outside Maxey. Pass to Ellis. Fires for 3. He can't get that one to fall. The Sixers lead by 3. Here's Bing. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Boy, I like how Chauncey Billups looks to share the ball. He's a sturdy point guard with a great feel for when his guys are open.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
You gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I get to do what I love every single day, and it's a blessing," unquote. Brian, he's such a positive guy.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie. Philadelphia shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Drains the triple.
Kobe has such confidence. Feels like this guy can score whenever he wants to.
Here's Pettit. Sinks it from distance. Pettit's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
A minute 31 left in the second quarter. From deep, Johnson. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
Always looking to get his teammates involved. Bryant certainly has the vision to do so.
Here's Billups. He's got 5. Pass to Malone. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Nuggets trail by 4. They set the pick to the inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
Giving up the ball in the 2-man game right there. I think Kobe deserves a little more credit for his playmaking ability.
Here's Malone. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Rose outside. To the paint. He got a piece of it. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Bing. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Towns on a screen. Here's Bryant. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Philadelphia leading by 6. Pass to Pitt. To the middle. Here's Malone. Tipped.
Superb D that time from Sampson on the shot block.
Here's Bryant. It's hauled in by Pitt. So it's Philadelphia now. And Clark, this last summer, former Sixer Doug Collins inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well-deserved honor for Doug. I mean, he's Philly's former #1 overall pick back in 1973, and he played almost a decade there for the Sixers. Also coached the Sixers, among many other teams that he had a chance to coach in the NBA, but clearly an NBA lifer and one of the best guys that's part of the NBA fraternity. Karl Anthony Towns finishing through contact there.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
First team foul. 76ers foul. Chauncey Billups. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Philadelphia on D. 6-point lead. Johnson on the wing. Kicks it out Towns. Fires the 3. The rebound by Malone. Philadelphia with the ball. Here's Beal. Yeah, that one's good. Beal's got his first bucket in this one.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Bryant outside. Pass to Towns. Rose outside.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. A different look for Denver. The Sixers lead by 8. Right wing. Here's Pitt. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Pitt's got 7.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And the 76ers making a change here. Maxey surveys. To the wing on the left. Cassell. Offline with a 3.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And the three-pointer goes. Abdul-Rahim's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Oh, they get a hand on it. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
Substitution for your 76ers.
Denver on D. Down low. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Cassell. They get the rebound. Maxey with it. No points so far.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And you watch Tyrese Maxey, Clark. He's so good at creating offense.
Yeah, he can get that thing rack to rack and downhill in a heartbeat, BA. In the break and in the pick and roll, he puts tons of pressure on the defense because he's so quick. And he knows how to use angles, too. And he can shoot it from deep, so he's got the full package.
It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls.
You know, Grant Hill is a total class act and a special player, too. A hard worker, shows up for his team every game, and really tries to make everybody on the floor better.
Out to the right wing. Here's Cassell. Back to Maxey. Three-pointer. And again, it's Denver missing. Pass to Jamison. Hill for three. He's off on that one. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Philadelphia on top, up by 10. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Outside Johnson.
Get there.
Pass to Towns. For three. Drops in the three.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Ashburn's shot is off. Nuggets trail by 7. Here's Bryant. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I tell you what, Bryant keeps relentless pressure on the defense by staying in attack mode, making them foul him.
And Philadelphia making a change here. And so it's Beal who brings up the ball for the 76ers. Here's Billups. From downtown. And Beal hits from deep. And the 76ers lead by 8.
We talk about guys with pure strokes. Beal's in that discussion.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Towns. Inside. And he takes the feet in stride and slams it home.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
Here's Malone. This one for 3. And it misses.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
That's exactly why Kobe is unstoppable. Even the aggressive defense cannot hold him back.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the 76ers?
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game, as a result of good defense, has been very strong.
Pass to Rose. It's a mark. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Three-pointer, Beal. It's hauled in by Sampson. Nuggets trail by 6. Here's Bryant. Now here's Rose. Down low. Sampson.
76ers foul.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You know, Sampson, an imposing physical presence. So long, 7'4", towering big man who I think is as versatile a big man as I've ever seen. Scores, rebounds, defends very well. Very impressive.
And this is the problem with playing from behind. Missing freebies takes on greater importance.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He kept it real with his team, telling them, I know you feel good about this lead, but let's not get lazy. Let's not act like this is a sure thing all of a sudden. Looking to keep their focus on the task at hand. Brian?
Okay, thanks, Allie.
And Sampson, 7'4", versatile, mobile. Good luck trying to stop him inside. He's too tall, too long.
To the inside. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Here's Bryant. The rebound by Malone. Philadelphia leading by 5. Here's Billups. The shot comes out. Bryant outside. To the paint. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
It's not just the fact that Sampson is 7'4", but Sticks is hard to guard because he moves well and has great skill.
And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. It's tipped. Outside Johnson. Here's Bryant. Plenty of space. And it's in. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
Look at how fired up Bryant is. Determined to score for sure. Malone is a big-time performer, having no issues with being in the spotlight and coming up with big buckets.
And that one misses. With the floater. Here's Towns. Pass to Johnson. Here's Rose. And they go to the intentional foul.
At the line for 2.
So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
He doesn't waste a chance to pad their lead. It's been some solid free throw shooting.
From deep, Rose. Rebound by Philadelphia. 15 seconds left in the 4th. Pass to Beal. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Beal's got such a fluid shooting motion. It really helps him on those catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Ralph Sampson.
Fires away from way outside. So it's Philadelphia picking up the win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Talking, now I step in. Of course you could beat me at talking, ain't no back and forth.